I will move under threat of arrest. I'll give you my details. So under duress, and you guys will be getting lawsuits. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Watch closely, because what you're about to see is a man who knows the law better than the officers trying to use it against him. He walks into a job center, gets surrounded by security, physically assaulted on camera, and then the police show up and take his personal details based on nothing but 3 verbal allegations, without reviewing a single second of available footage. He challenges every move, dismantles every legal justification they throw at him, and by the end he's putting the constable on direct notice of a lawsuit. This is one of the most composed and calculated audit responses you will ever watch, and it is all caught on helmet camera.
I don't think you've been reasonable at all. Amicable, yeah, not rude, but I don't think you've been reasonable, no.
How would you say I was being unreasonable?
By the fact that you won't take my complaint against them. You're happy to take their complaint, based on 3 allegations where you haven't reviewed any footage, any evidence, whereas I'm saying I will show you the evidence of him calling me a TWAT, but you won't take my complaint. That's not reasonable, constable.
What my preference is, is we get you away from here, get you outside, and then I'll listen to your side of the story. At the moment, we've got one version of events where an allegation's been made, obviously, which is why I've requested you details and the events that's been allegated. I'm more than happy to take your side of the event.
Oh, now you're happy, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to explain to you that I want to get.
Well, earlier you're saying you weren't going to take mine today.
No, I wasn't originally, and if you're telling me that you can show me, potential footage that may.
But you didn't ask them to show you potential footage.
Because, like I say, I've got 3 witnesses telling me.
You don't think 3 security guards are going to club up?
Story, do you? You just want to put your own point across.
Okay, go on. You got 3. Yeah, you got 3. You got 3 witnesses.
Witnesses who have all told me that you've said things to them which aren't very nice, which is a public order offence. Okay.
It's not though, is it?
But it is. Section 4 of public order. Yes. If it's caused them harassment, alarm, or distress, yes, it is. Okay, and I think you know that as well, don't you? Which is why I've requested you details.
It's got to be threatening, abusive, isn't it? Language.
Or visible representation.
Or visible representation, yeah.
So abusive, I would argue what you've said is abusive.
Is it? How do you know? What have they told you that I've said?
Like I say, if it does go that far, you can discuss that in an interview.
Okay.
If they make a formal complaint, you'll be invited into a voluntary interview.
Alright guys, this audit goes south real quick, and what you're about to watch is a textbook example of how not to handle a police interaction. The officer straight up admits the body cam wasn't running from the very start of this encounter, and his only explanation is that he forgot. The auditor doesn't let that go for a single second and calls it out immediately. Then the officer attempts to build a Section 4 public order case against the auditor based entirely on what 3 security guards verbally claimed with 0 evidence reviewed. The auditor doesn't flinch, doesn't raise his voice, and picks the legal threshold apart piece by piece before turning that exact same charge straight back on the guards. Strong start, and it only gets sharper from here.
Okay.
The investigating officer can discuss that with you there.
That's fine. Well, yeah, once we're done here, I'll show you the footage of him calling me a TWAT, and then I want you to come get his details as well and do the same thing with him.
No worries.
Yeah? Fine. Also a member of the public that was in here earlier calling me a see you next Tuesday multiple times.
Can I just confirm your second name? Is it UM?
Pardon?
Is it UM at the end?
Your mother, yeah, Mike at the end, yeah.
So uniform Mike?
Yep.
Unfortunately, Dominic, you're not coming back on our systems at all. It might be because of your address where you're based.
Try it with.
If I can get your date of birth.
Try it without room 1.
No, what I'm saying is because you're in West Mids, this is a Cambridge address, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So because you're in West Mids, we don't have access to Cambridge addresses or anything like that. So I can't confirm your address at the moment.
But can you not call through to Cambridge and be like, I can literally give you somebody to contact at Cambridge who will confirm who I am.
Would that be? I also can't confirm your name.
Huh?
I also can't confirm your name.
What do you mean?
I can't confirm who you are because you've given me a name written down on a piece of paper. You've got no ID and you've not given me a date of birth. So at the moment, I can't ascertain what your name is because you're not coming back on our system.
What if I can say?
The auditor is sitting on footage right there on his helmet camera of a security guard calling him a C***T in public, in front of a room full of people, and he's telling the officer directly to his face that if Section 4 is being used against him, then it has to be applied to that guard as well. There is no legal argument against that, and the officer knows it. Then the situation gets even broader. A member of the public who was inside the building was also openly threatening the auditor during the whole interaction. Now multiple complaints are being stacked simultaneously, and the officer is already struggling to keep up with the direction this is heading. The auditor is building his case in real time.
Do a bank statement on my phone with my name and address on it.
It could be anybody's bank statement.
You can literally watch me log into my bank and get it.
If we could just get your date of birth, that'd be a lot easier, to be honest.
Give me a pen and paper then.
Thank you.
Am I detained at this point, by the way?
On suspicion of the offence, yes, whilst I ascertain your name and address, yes you are.
Okay. And what section is that you're using for the detention?
I don't know, I'm sure you can look it up on your phone.
No, if you're going to detain somebody, you need to know what you're detaining them with. PC brand. I'll ask you again, what are you detaining me under? What section are you using to detain me? I've given you my details.
Just bear with me a minute.
No, I'll keep talking. You don't have to listen if you don't want to. You got me on there?
I think we have, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Just confirm where you were born for me.
You've got me on there, Constable. I've given you all my details. They all match up with the system that you've got on there, and I said I would be known to you. You don't need that. I've given you everything that you need.
Now the officer hits a wall trying to even confirm who the auditor is. The Cambridge address simply isn't accessible from the Wiltshire police system. The auditor doesn't get flustered, doesn't get aggressive, stays completely composed and calmly offers to log into his own bank account on the spot, just to establish his identity. Then comes the moment that really puts the officer's position under the microscope. He confirms the auditor is being detained, but when asked point-blank what specific section of law he is using to justify that detention, he cannot produce a single answer. The auditor asks once. Silence. Asks again. Still nothing. That is a serious problem.
Lovely stuff. Okay, wonderful. What we'll do, I'm going to keep hold of this because I need to stick this on my systems later on.
Well, you've just got it on there, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm going to keep hold of it either way because it's easy for me. It's just easier access.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do with that bit of paper. What if that gets lost? What if that gets put in a random bin and somebody else finds it?
I can assure you we've got shredders at the office. That
I've seen the way that police hand someone private information.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to leave the premises now.
Right.
Outside. Presumably you've got a vehicle because I can see you've got a motorcycle.
And the purpose for asking me to leave again?
Prevent the breach of the peace.
And what breach of the peace do you suspect would happen?
Based on the fact you've been abusive to the staff here, I don't want anything to.
It has to be, yeah, a breach of the peace constitutes physical threats or actual violence to a person or their property in their presence.
So being abusive to somebody could also constitute.
I've been sat here peacefully, Constable. They're the one that surrounded me and attacked me.
Okay, so what I'm going to ask now is for you to leave the premises, please.
And if I don't?
Okay, I need to leave the premises.
Okay, and I'm asking what happens if I don't?
I need you to leave the premises, or we'll have to forcibly remove you from the premises.
Using what power?
To prevent a breach of the peace.
And that's
Public Order Act.
That's not a Public Order Act, is it? It's not.
Okay.
That's common law.
Is there anything
Oh
you
wait,
can say
actually,
or do
no,
to
maybe
make reasonably comply with my request?
maybe it has been in the new Public Order Act.
The police system eventually pulls the auditor up, and every single detail he provided from the very beginning matches perfectly. He told them exactly who he was, and he was right. Then the officer makes another move that the auditor isn't having. He tries to hold on to the auditor's personal details written down on paper. The auditor refuses outright, raises clear privacy concerns, and points out on camera how carelessly police handle sensitive personal information. Then moments later comes the instruction to leave the premises under breach of the peace. The auditor goes straight at the legal definition, and the officer cannot come back at him with anything solid or convincing.
Actually,
So I'm
isn't
going
it?
to give you one more opportunity, please, to leave the premises.
Right. Okay, under threat of violence, I will move under threat of arrest. I give you my details. So under duress, and you guys will be getting lawsuits. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll stand outside then.
Right, further away from them, please, and then we'll have a conversation.
I'm a bit stuck. I'm gonna have to go up around.
Okay.
Right.
Do you want to tell me your side of the story then?
Well, as they said, I went in. I was recording
Yeah.
from. Actually, no, I'm not going to give you all that because actually you've taken all my details and you're investigating an alleged offence. So I'm not going to give you any information on that. But I'm going.
The auditor dismantles the breach of the peace justification in real time. The legal threshold requires physical threat or actual violence directed at someone, and he makes the point with absolute clarity that he was the one who was surrounded and physically assaulted inside that building while sitting in a chair doing nothing. He complies and walks out, but he does it under open protest, stating clearly on camera that he is leaving under duress and only under the direct threat of arrest. The second he steps outside, he formally reports the taller security guard for Section 4 public order. The man called him a C***T out loud in a public space in front of a full room of witnesses, and there is footage of it. That complaint cannot be brushed aside.
I want to report the taller one in there, not the glasses.
Which chap? The glasses?
No, not the one with the glasses, the taller one. He was the taller. Yeah, that's the one, bold chap. Yeah, referred to me as a twat in public, in front of all the claimants in there. Okay. Which, again, if they're saying what I've said is a Section 4, that's definitely a Section 4. Okay. So if you're going to prosecute one, you had no choice but to prosecute the other.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it. Simple as that, isn't it?
So he called you a twat. Is there anything else?
It's called me a twat. The one with glasses has hit me in the forehead with his phone. Okay. He's shoved me on the back of the head with his elbow.
Do you know?
Huh?
What was the reason for that?
I don't know. He didn't like. He didn't like what I was doing.
See what it shows. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to make a subject access request for that CCTV as well. But yeah, absolutely. Okay. But yeah, he's at one point he got his phone out and was asking why. He's asking, how do you like it if somebody's shoving a phone in your face? It doesn't bother me at all. And then he's getting closer and closer and goes like that into my forehead, clearly on purpose. And then he was behind me, clearly shoved. Multiple times they've tried to grab and detach my camera from my helmet or turn it off, I'm not really sure, but from behind. Yeah, and it will all be on their CCTV. Yeah. The way they've surrounded me and been aggressive towards me is unprecedented. It's ridiculous. Okay? So, but again, you said you don't have time to look at my camera for an hour, but you've got time to go down check their CCTV.
I'm not going to go and watch the footage that you've got on your phone. It's because this job's been open for a while, hasn't it?
Huh?
This
I've been recording.
A second guard now gets formally reported, and this one is even more serious. He physically struck the auditor in the forehead with his phone. Not accidental, not incidental, deliberate, calculated, and the auditor describes it in precise detail. Then the full account of what went on inside that building comes out on camera. The auditor was surrounded from multiple sides, shoved repeatedly from behind, and guards made direct coordinated attempts to detach his helmet camera and cut off the recording entirely. He is requesting the CCTV, and the irony here is almost too sharp to ignore. The very footage the officer declined to review is now the primary evidence being used to construct the auditor's case against the exact people who called the police on him in the first place.
Recording now for an hour and 20 odd minutes.
So it won't be proportionate in my time to spend.
But you said you're going to go check their CCTV.
I'm going to go and look at the CCTV regarding the potential assault you've just alleged. However, my suspicion would be that they've used it to maintain control over yourself.
I'm sat on a chair doing nothing.
And that's what I'm going to go and check out.
So if I'm sat on a chair doing nothing and they've come and done that to me,
Absolutely, if you sat in a chair and someone just come and put their hand in your face, then absolutely, I agree with you.
Thank you.
That's what I need to go and check.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm not going to.
Literally, as soon as they said they're calling the police, I said, fine, I don't want you coming here and then going around Birmingham looking for me. I said, I'll wait for you, because I thought we were going to have no problems, because ultimately, I may have been trespassing, that's a civil issue, not your problem. But what they allege is ridiculous, okay? So, once it comes back that that's false, right, there's no evidence to support it, okay, I want you to get them done for wasting your time, making false allegations, interrupting my freedom to privacy. Okay.
We get. Just let me address one thing at a time, because I'm not that.
Yeah.
All right. We will call the offences that you've alleged against them as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So ultimately, the saying he's called you a twat, it'll be a public order as well. So
Yep.
you'll be a victim and a suspect for the allegations that they've made.
Yep.
I won't be the officer that investigates the matter. I'll do a bit of primary investigation here whilst I'm here. I'm
Yep.
the response officer, so ultimately I'll go off to a different department and they'll investigate it. You take your phone number, then I can send you the crime number as well, if that's something you'd like me to do. Otherwise, I won't be able to give you that.
You give me.
The auditor now formally stacks every complaint in one place. False allegations, wasting police time, and direct interference with his freedom and right to privacy. The officer confirms that the offenses alleged against the guards will be recorded and investigated. Then the auditor gives his email address on camera and the officer logs it. But then comes a warning from the officer. A log is being generated with the auditor's name on it, and if he shows up at any other job center and trouble follows, he will be arrested on the spot. The auditor pushes back immediately and challenges whether breach of the peace even gives that power.
You can take my email address.
An email address?
Yeah.
Go on.
POWER, power.
Yeah.
TO.
Yeah.
THE.
Yeah.
PROL.
Yeah.
ETARIAT.
Sorry. TAR.
Hang on, where are we at? I can't see.
Proletariat.
Proletariat, that's it. 1984
Yeah.
at gmail.com. I'm sure you've seen my videos on YouTube by now.
Probably. I get all sorts come up on
Yep.
my feed. Lovely. Right, I'll sit down there then. We'll have to.
So there'll be two more tyrants for the tube.
What I will say is, obviously, if you're coming back to this location,
Yep.
we'll speak to them regarding what you said. But I don't want you coming back here. If you do come back here, then we'll have to arrest you for the offences that have been alleged. Okay, do you understand that?
Yes.
Lovely. And we will also, there's been a log generated today which will have your name on it.
Yep.
Ultimately, it transpires that if you've gone to another job centre or another location in the vicinity and you're doing the same things, you'll be arrested straight away. It won't
For
be
what?
a question. If there's any offences, when the breach of the peace, you'll be locked up again.
You can't lock me up for breach of the peace.
Okay.
No, you can arrest me, remove me, and de-arrest me. Or you can arrest me to, what do they call it?
We can take you into custody for breach of the peace.
For
if
what?
That's what you're asking.
For what?
To keep the breach of the peace prevented. Ultimately, especially if you don't live around here, given there's no alternative addresses.
So I'm not allowed to go to any other job centres today?
What I'm saying, I'm advising you, I can't tell you what to do, okay? You've got your own rights, you're human, but I can only advise you on the basis that as a police officer, if I return to...
The officer insists he can only advise, not order. But the warning is clearly designed to put pressure on the auditor's movements for the rest of the day. The auditor does not accept it quietly. He breaks down exactly what breach of the peace powers actually allow: removal and release, not preemptive arrest based on prediction. Then he shifts the conversation back to the scene assessment the officer made when he first walked in. He asks directly, "When you arrived, what was I doing?" "Sat down. Security surrounding me, hands in my face, and you still treated me as the threat."
Job and you're there, chances are I'm probably going to be locking you up, especially if there's another alleged offence such as a public order.
Yeah, but again, as you've seen, and sensibly, as a constable, you should be pretty good at assessing situations when you enter a scene, right? You get a call, you enter a scene,
Yeah.
you should be pretty good at assessing what's going on. When you came in, what was I doing?
You were sat down.
Doing what?
I don't know.
Doing nothing, sat there peacefully chatting nicely to the rather larger guy, I don't want to be rude, but identifying way, chatting very politely to him. You came in and, you know, then you went and spoke to them. In what world does it look like I'm the one that's been aggressive when I've sat there, I've got security in front of me, hands in my face, and I don't think they were all there, but all three of them surrounding me doing that, moving their camera in my face, in what world does that look like I'm being aggressive?
All I will say, okay.
But you should be good at assessing a situation, constable.
You're aware that we have a national decision-making model?
Yes.
Yep. So we go into a location, as you say, we assess what we've got in front of us. Yes, you may be sat down. Yes, you may not be being abusive or whatnot at the time. I have an allegation from a member of the public stating that you've done X, Y, Z. I have to take that seriously. Don't have a duty bound to investigate it like I'll be doing with the same allegations that you've made.
Yeah.
However, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? If I'm not there, I've not seen what's happened, I can't say for sure. At the moment, I've got 3 against 1 telling me one thing, and you're telling me another thing. So I've got to go off what I've got.
I think it's completely wrong that instead of when the evidence is right there available to you, instead of checking the evidence, you've gone straight to invading my right to privacy.
Okay.
Because
the officer admits he had 3 people against 1 telling him the same story and had to act on that. The auditor comes straight back. That is exactly the problem. Evidence was physically present and available on that helmet camera from minute 1, and instead of spending 60 seconds reviewing it, the officer went straight to taking personal details based on nothing but verbal allegations. He makes the argument that his right to privacy outweighs the officer's need to move on to the next job, especially when the people making the allegations are the same ones who physically assaulted him.
Sorry, what's this right to privacy?
My details
Okay.
that you've taken, stolen from me today.
Okay.
I will say.
Ascertained.
Stolen from me, I will say. Okay. Under fear of arrest, I've given them. That's stealing in my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say stolen. My details that you've stolen from me today, when the evidence was there, you say it's not proportionate because it takes too much time, right? I say my right to privacy outweighs your ability to move on to the next job because they've made false allegations. That's my view, and the courts will see what the court's view on that is, because I will be suing you for this. I will be taking it to court.
No worries.
Again, twice I've won already, and you will be the third.
Okay.
You have messed up today, taking my details.
You're free to make a complaint, make a lawsuit, whatever it is you feel like you need to
I will.
do. As I've already
I take my
explained,
freedom seriously, Constable.
As I've already explained, I've had reasonable suspicion to ascertain the details under the circumstances. Unfortunately,
You should have reviewed all the evidence and all the facts. You've made a decision based on one half of a coin, one side of a coin.
Like I say,
You have not reviewed the evidence.
I'm going to go back in there and try and ascertain what's gone on. However,
You should have done that before taking my
regardless
details.
of what the CCTV might not capture everything. It's not everything. If somebody alleges an offence, then I still have to request those details because I've got an allegation of offence. I have reasonable suspicion to believe that you've committed an offence.
No, you don't, because you have 3 allegations. Word of mouth, no evidence. But the evidence is here, on this camera, right here. And I've said to you that it's all here.
Still constitutes reasonable suspicion.
It doesn't.
No worries. I don't think we're going to agree on this.
No, we're not, because you're wrong.
This is where everything lands and the auditor delivers his closing argument with complete precision and zero emotion. Details taken under duress, privacy violated, reasonable suspicion built entirely on 3 unverified verbal claims with no evidence reviewed. He cooperated from start to finish and was still treated as the primary suspect throughout. He looks the constable dead in the eye. 3rd officer he is taking to court, won both times before, and this one will be no different. The officer has no response. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.